Are Harley Davidson riders the best home customizers? Let's talk about it inside.
RevelatorAlf.
Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're enjoying the channel and the series of videos. Please like, share, subscribe, leave loads of comments below, and check out the website RevelatorAlf.com and also the links in the description below. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about Harley Davidson riders. Are we the best home customizers out there in the motorcycling world? Well, it's an interesting concept. It's possibly part of the Harley Davidson culture, ownership culture, is that you're going to take a stock bike and you are going to make it your own, in inverted commas. You're going to add bits and pieces. You're going to change the aesthetic of that bike in whichever style you want to copy or create by yourself. You're also going to start looking at performance upgrades for the engine and maybe the suspension setup and everything like that. Fundamentally, you're going to get a bike, whatever it is, and then you're going to start adding to it as you deem fit. Now, does this tend to happen in other motorcycling genres? Let's say sports bike world. Perhaps to a certain degree, but not so much on the aesthetics. It's going to be more performance upgrades for sports bike riders. But the performance on those bikes is so grand that many are not really looking at performance upgrades. They're more looking at minor performance upgrades and some visual customization. So they may look for sports exhausts, something like that. They may look for a power commander, retune, something like that, or they may go for a graphics package. But fundamentally, most are going to stick with a relatively stock bike, maybe change the tail setup with a tail tidy, but that's about it. On the adventure bike market, let's say, for example, because that's another big motorcycling market, most of those bikes will remain relatively stock. But what modifications will be made to those bikes are to enhance the off-road capability or the touring capability. So whilst they're not modifications per se, they are added on bits of equipment that can assist the rider in whichever field they want to do. Now, that namely could be extra fittings for panniers, engine guards, that kind of thing. Electronic equipment in terms of sat nav, extra lighting, fog lights for obviously rural riding at night, that kind of thing. Perhaps there might be exhaust changes, but that's not so big in the adventure bike market. It's more going to be stock bike, look at what this bike can do. And then obviously the other big thing will be the tyres, looking at tyres. And that still applies to the sports bike riders as well. But within those other two genres, there isn't the customization level that there is with the Harley Davidson area. In fact, the whole marketing model, the business model from Harley Davidson has always been to produce a stock bike and then allow customers to start buying extra bits and pieces, extra components, accessories, parts from Harley Davidson, and then that can change that look of the bike. What they possibly didn't factor for back many years ago was that other companies, other manufacturers would also start producing many parts and accessories for individual Harley Davidsons. Therefore, it's become a huge market and it's become almost mind-numbingly confusing for riders which direction to go, which accessory to have for your particular bike. In fact, it's so easy now in many ways to fundamentally change the appearance of your bike just by bolting on parts or taking off parts and bolting on parts on. And most home mechanics, not even mechanics, most people at home can do this relatively simple with just a few basic tools. the accessories available and the parts available for Harley Davidsons now are extensive for each individual bike. Even the Sport Glide, which I ride with for the first couple of years, there wasn't the extensive range of parts that other bikes have got. Now that is starting to improve as well. Are Harley riders the best customizer, the customizer kings? Possibly they are the ones that are most active. I wouldn't say that they're the best or the kings of it, but they have certainly more opportunities to customize their bikes because there are so many more parts available. In fact, you can virtually build a bike from accessory parts from Harley Davidson's, let's say, or the V-twin world, let's say. Let's expand that a little bit. Not just Harleys, could be Indians, could be any other V-twin. There are so many parts available that you can just create virtually anything that you wish. If you have a bike, you can have mild customization or extensive. You can take it to a paint shop, let's say, have a custom paint job, or you can just buy graphics for your bike, vinyl wrap for your bike. You can change lighting, front and rear, LED, handlebar position, whatever it is. The look can be extensively changed with just a little bit of diligence and some basic tools. The home mechanic can do it, or the home rider can do it. Sports bike world and adventure bike world, say there isn't that much of a fashion, if you like, to do that kind of customization on those sorts of bikes. It will be more performance upgrades for sports bikes, or it will be more about functional equipment for adventure bikes. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if Harley riders are the best customizers, or is it just because, as I think, there are so many more options available to customize your bike, and it's a relatively simple process. Perhaps we're looking more at the lifestyle aspect of Harley Davidson or the V-twin world. Maybe that's where that creativity comes from. And possibly it's just the Harley Davidson ownership DNA that enables us to take a basic bike and add bits to it or take bits off that will make it our very own. Anyway, let me know what you think. It's a discussion at least. Please like, share, subscribe, leave those comments below. As I say, check out the website RevelatorAlf.com, and I will catch you again on the next video. Ta-da now.
Revelator.